It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Patriots, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass.
I have not played this in a while.
The opener of the 2023
I feel like I know how to put this map up here.
The defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New England Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, see, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This take it in at the goal line. A lane opens here. Isaiah Rodgers. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
It was a much rockier season for Jones in his 2nd year, and he even had to survive a brief challenge to his starting job. This is a big campaign for the former Rookie of the Year runner-up. He wants to get back to Pro Bowl form in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful
I did do some treating.
Challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre. There he goes, right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline from that point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Oh, still going.
Another miss.
Still on his feet.
Bro.
Philadelphia. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career.
Delay of game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Let us dictate. We got to dictate. Let's ride, dog.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, these pillows are all clean and washed. Well, where's my pillows? Why are your clean clothes I put out for today? Because I don't want them on. Gage, I have to do laundry, buy detergent, pay a water bill. You do
The
not.
offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Every single day. Do you understand? Close your dresser drawers, put your trash up, put your underwear up, pick up after yourself. If you don't hang this up like it's supposed to be, then it gets wrinkly.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Bagel bites. Thank you. I'm back.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point. And this is going to be a delay of game. And that flag accepted. Well, I don't know if you ever thought you'd see a 57-yard extra point try, but here we go. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. It's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
What?
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Sorry,
Quarter
no
from
copyright.
Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Oh. Thank you.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Half to Remember, wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did
Okay.
it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about...
I already swallowed it.
I might want to go away from him in the future. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where
I don't want you to dirty sheet.
Well, I don't have my blanket.
Fix the bed. Go get your damn blanket. Wash the sheets and comforter, Gage. I cannot, Gage. I will have to spend thousands of dollars on a new washing machine because I have to wash your shit all the time. That shouldn't have to be washed.
Okay, I'm back. My mom was being Karen.
Than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense. I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Powering his way forward and still fighting. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
Let's go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. It's their quarterback. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles just continue to roll. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. New England trying to get to place on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On third down, here's Stevenson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
This is fielded at the 27. Shreds the tackle. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it
looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Sorry guys, I need to drop the copyright
at the
music.
40, gain of 3.
The lobby so the rest of the voices are turned down.
This is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play and what a change of fortunes.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's loose again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That punt returns 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
All right, count him along with me. That's his third return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable. Elliott now to add the extra point.
I'm trying to hit the pole.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's taken to the 26.
Oh, bro, that's what you do.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
That's ready.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you addressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things, but ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas. They just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes, please.
Christian McCaffrey, 39 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Hit the ball. Oh.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
My bad.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. There, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. Work in the middle of the field. And now the ball's out near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Zappy now on 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Johnson jostles free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Forced out to his left. Evades him at the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? See some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on. Down. Ready. Ready, set. Ready. Ready, break. Ready, go.
This is it. We are going for gold.
Ready.
Okay.
It's the NFL on.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Well, the numbers for White a week ago. 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him up back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran 2.
And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And you know that can be dangerous, trying to get it to your teammate on a kick return. And there, they cough it up, turn it over.
Let's face it, let's just call it what it is. This is a hindsight is 20/20 play, isn't it? Perfect vision afterwards. In other words, we saw it happen.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
A good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They start to drive with White, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Eagle defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
After one, our score, 9-3. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he is going to have the Bucs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping much. On 1st and 10, here's Wolford. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. It's all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
First down, here's White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Wolford. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Wolford going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And then where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Breaks a tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that's caught inside the 35. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Wolford now on first down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. On second down, they'll run with White. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The Wolford now to throw. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap.
Okay.
They weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Okay, I'll eat my bagel bites and then I'll eat the Pop-Tart.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds, and that, of course, is a penalty. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they'll accept that penalty. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be... And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. Isaiah McKenzie, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Gardner Minshew, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
No, Harper.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Yes.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Wolford again here on 2nd and 10. To Evans on the slant.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Wolford.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Wolford to the air.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And a
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Wolford sets to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Wolford. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second and 3. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 69 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely...
play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Touchdown! Albert O from 4 yards out. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And Wolford now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, it's Wolford. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Davis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Davis drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Wolford, they're going for it on 4th down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far. And it's cost them.
On 2nd down, here's Wolford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Wolford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Now the ball comes loose.
He's to the 10.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st down, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you...
And a loose football.
So Mayfield and the Bucks
down by 2 touchdowns, 2:24 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Wolford.
And he's going to go down again.
That's a football, bro.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Wolford.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. A turnover on downs at the off.
Come
them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that, a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So out come the Bucs now. For this offense, Charles, it's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hand. Spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Wolford to throw on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. One final try for Wolford. Escaping the pressure right. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory.
here. Bad person. How about we can this too? Nice, bro. She looks so much better, bro. I'm a rock and roll. Where's oh. Yay. Glad you're mad. Bro, you fuck, I ain't gonna get you back out. Bro, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Oh, frick, I did not mean to do that. I'm not even gonna go against good. Good. So good. I'll definitely fucking send
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Eagles and the...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Eagles at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone. this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A run straight ahead with Achane. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. Wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Tua. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Achane. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Fletcher Cox gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. We are starting to witness time and time again So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL. This means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That one complete to Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to... Touchdown, Eagles! From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile, because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Elliott now to add the extra point. swims right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Gets around him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Return there. Corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Bro, that was...
A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
All those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Jordan Davis. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Running left, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well. And this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to...
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the... It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want.
Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he will yardage and be back to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. If he couldn't get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He'll take it at the 42. Nifty move. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And ready.